Greetings, listeners. Your host for the night, Zach, here, introducing you to The Call of Cthulhu podcast by Twisted Gear Studios. Derek and I will endeavor to get together to do another video update soon, but rest assured, it's still status quo for the time being. As always, we thank our donators over on Ko-fi for getting us here, such as Alec, KJ, Noops, D-Devil1193, TJ, Taylor, James, Tyler, Rosa, Alex, Wes, and Flat at Fifth. Whew! And if you want to help support the show, offer up sanity to investigators, etc., please check out our Ko-fi page for more. We may even be shaking up the sanity for investigators bit, but we'll tackle that soon. Currently, the community is working to help get us some of the parts that we need to start adding video to podcasts. We thank you for all your support so far. Otherwise, please take a look at our merch shop over on twistedgearsstudios.com. We're almost halfway there. But for now.
Last we left our investigators, Amos had a change of plans as Officer Caputo headed for the Heinrich estate. Meanwhile, Agatha and Marion worry what could have happened to Althea in the basement of the mansion.
But like I promised last episode, we're going to start this episode off with Althea Goodyear in the bowels of the catacombs.
Oh, God.
Her house.
Bowels of catacombs. That's very deep. It's very deep in
It's
there.
up there.
It's right down.
It's down there, you
It's right down in there.
tit.
Okay, so I'm going to set the scene a little bit
'Kay.
as you're wandering through the maze of the catacombs. For 5 to 10 minutes, or 10 minutes, or 15 minutes, I can't recall the time. Time means nothing down here.
Time is a river.
It could, yes, time is a river. It could be, you could be down here for years.
Lord.
Simon's leading with Skeet behind and you in the rear. And Simon does have a small flashlight like Marion has. Yeah, because nobody else gets to have the small ones. And as he came to an open area, basically it's a four-way where
Oh, my.
you can go north, south, east. Yeah, so you come into an area where you can go the north passage, the west passage, or the east passage, and he sort of scans along the light and prepares to go right. But you had noticed something in the west passage. As it shined down, you immediately recognized that, oh, okay, that is the room I was in when Skeet saved me the first time I came down to the theater.
Yeah.
But you see what appears to be a body on the ground in that room, and as he shines the light back, it looks a lot like you. And that's where we're going to pick it up with Althea.
Oh, God.
Althea.
Okay, so you said I caught this at like a glance as I was walking past it.
But you mentioned it to Simon,
Yeah.
and he
Shone the light.
down,
Yeah.
and that's where you got a better look.
Oh, God. Okay, so what would... Okay, I was going to say, this could be dangerous. What would Althea's line of thinking be right now? Okay, one, we're on the bottom of my house, so we're in the basement of my house where really weird things are happening. I've been trapped down here before. There is now a body in there. It looks a bit like me, but on the other side of that, if one of my staff had accidentally gotten down here into the same situation, it could... yeah. I'm going to slowly approach the body.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, curious nature. She can't help. I can't help it. I can't. It is a disease.
As you starting to walk toward that passageway, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and it is Simon. And he, as you turn and look at him, I'm assuming you're going to
Yes,
turn
yeah.
and look at him.
He's
He
cold.
looks at you,
Yeah.
and he shakes his head as if no. He has like an expression on his face that you're not really you haven't seen him have before. I don't know how else I can put it. And he's like, nothing good comes from going down that passageway. You should go this way. And he points back toward the east passageway where he was about to head.
And I was just kind of like raise my hand to like kind of point in that direction. But there's someone there.
Well, I guess if, guaranteed if we don't go take a look, you're going to come down by yourself later, so we might as well just go on over and take a look, I suppose.
Is that easy to convince, huh?
Oh, he's just...
He's seen it all.
He knows Althea, the way Althea is going to do things, and it's better if they're all together. There isn't really no reaction from Skeet. Like, he's just sort of, like, standing there a little bit, like, confused. He always looks a little bit confused.
Yeah.
So sus of Skeet.
Okay, well, I'm not here by myself this time.
So you all start walking
Cautiously
into
approaching.
that room. So as you, first thing off, as you walk into the room, you all explode!
That makes sense.
As you walk into the room, of course it's similar to the rest of the areas. Everyone just think of, if you've ever played Zelda, you know, the mazes with the, you know, just that's basically what it's like down here, sewer, catacomb-like areas. As you move in, you can see a lot of the ooze is similar along the walls, this clear ooze, which is similar to the ooze and the vials that you have.
Yep.
And as you're moving in, I need you to roll me a medicine check.
Okay.
She's dead, Jim.
Oh god, she's a ghost in her own house.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a coroner, not a doctor.
Where else would you be a ghost?
Oh, no. 97 out of
Whee!
70.
97. Well, it's not a critical fumble because you have over 50% in the medicine skill.
Yes.
So you can't tell what I wanted you. Well, I
Good
thought
start.
that you could be able to.
Change your dice.
Good start.
You keep rolling like shit.
But all of these dice hate me.
Oh, fair.
Do you want to use some of mine? No, wait.
No.
Hex
No.
Never mind.
So as you move on in, I need you to roll me. Oh wait, I might have already called for the sanity check on seeing this. Just
Okay.
give me 1 second here.
Yep.
Nah, double sanity loss.
I'm gonna.
I laugh when you're like, it's okay, I have a doctor.
Yes, there was already a sanity check rolling for seeing what appears to be the body that looks a lot like you. And as you're moving up, it as you're moving into the area, it seems to be just on the ground by the wall. And you notice there's sort of an outline of a shape
Yeah.
in the wall, like a place where there isn't ooze. And it looks like, if you can recall, that's where you were backed up to the wall. And sort of in front of that on the ground is sort of a body, but it doesn't look right. But you'd have to get closer to inspect it more.
Well,
you're around
I mean-
5 feet away, but it seems almost a little bit translucent in areas. It seems to be and you just hear Simon go, huh. Not laughing, but like a realization of, oh.
What?
Oh, I was always curious how this stuff works.
What stuff?
Well, look at it.
I am looking at it.
Yeah. Like, and he sort of puts his hands on his hips. And he's sort of just looking at you, and he's like, yeah, that's where you were against the wall, right? What happened? What happened there?
It was dark, and I think I remember that I felt like I was being held in place, but then Skeet showed up, and yeah. After that, we just left.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I need to roll a check for Simon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Simon going to figure out what Skeet is? Because Simon would not tell us if he knew.
I believe I have it written somewhere.
All right.
But Simon, vague asshole.
I think Janessa just had an epiphany moment, but Althea doesn't get to have it without rolls.
He's like, yeah, whatever this ooze or stuff is, it seems like it made a duplicate of you. Now you get to roll a medicine check with a bonus die.
Ah!
That was my epiphany. It looks translucent because it's still growing. 25 or 45.
So it was a bonus die, so
Yep.
it is 25.
25 out of 70.
So you put a tick in medicine, and as you're looking at it, it's like, yeah, it's pretty translucent and not fully formed. Like as you get down, it looks like it could sort of cave in on itself. It isn't a full body. You can almost see through it. You don't really see organs or anything on it, but it seems to be like a outline of your body made out of ooze.
Kill your double.
Right? It doesn't appear to be like growing or pulsating or anything else. But yeah, it looks to be you, but like translucent.
Like a cocoon version of me.
Like a cocoon version of you. Yeah, like a cocoon version of you.
Okay.
Is what it looks like.
I'm just gonna. I'll stand up and just kind of look at Simon with like this incredulous look on my face, going, "What do I do about this? How is this even? How is this even possible?"
Oh, I would have no idea.
But
how? Yeah, I got no idea. That would probably be. Well, I mean, it would make sense for maybe some of the stuff that Aloysius was doing. I mean, Aloysius has to be involved. It's the theater underneath the house,
Okay.
right? Like he would have had to know about this.
And I'm just gonna start like rubbing my temples and stuff and be like, okay, okay, too much at once. How do I? What do I? Do I need to do anything? Like, what do I do with me?
Well, I mean, if we see, and this is Simon, and he just sort of points down, we can see that the face is slightly not fully formed. And then as you're looking at it, you can notice that, like, there's like above the lip beneath the nose, that part isn't sort of formed fully, and everything else. And then you recall that when the ooze was going across your face and going up your nostrils and stuff, it didn't fully cover your face yet when you got out of it. So it could only form so far because it didn't get enough information. As the easiest way to put it.
It is an incomplete goo.
It's incomplete. It's not.
Did you just say it is an incomplete goo?
Yes.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what you're saying.
Okay. I just had another thought, but it's got to wait until later. Okay. So, all right. Okay. I'm just going to, because this is a lot. This is a lot for Althea at the moment.
Yeah.
This is a lot. So I'm just going to start backing up and I'll just...
Against the wall?
No, just start backing up like to go back the other way.
Finish its thing.
And been like, okay, which passage did you say we needed to go? Which way?
As I need you to roll me a spot hidden.
Oh no.
Oh god, y'all are gonna die.
38 out of 72.
But a taken spot hidden.
Do I
Yeah, I
have
bet
to?
you're sad about that.
Cry myself to
Yeah.
sleep every
Okay.
night.
All right.
No, not about the other things.
Yeah. It looks like the body slightly moves. Like this slight shudder to the ooze. To the body, like the ooze in your shape seems to be a quite a slight shudder to it, as if it moves slightly from your perspective.
Simon, did you see that?
He needs to roll.
He sees everything.
92.
Oh no.
No.
It moved? Did it move? Did it move?
I think we should probably go upstairs and... Well, I guess we can't go. We need to figure our way out of here. And then we should have a nice cup of tea or something. And then Skeet speaks up. And some orange juice. Starting to get a little bit weak. Needs me orange juice.
Okay. Yeah, let's. I'm just backing up now to go like leave this bit and be like, okay, yeah, let's go. Let's.
So as you're saying it, and
Let's
you're around
go.
5 feet away from the body,
Uh-huh.
you see the arm of the body sort of slide across the floor, and it starts reaching out towards your leg.
I can't recall. Was I stupid enough to come down here without some kind of weapon of any kind?
I don't recall.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
You got
Yeah, I
two
think
pairs
You
of
had a
pants,
flashlight and
maybe.
it went out.
Okay.
It's not quick, but it seems to be sliding, and Simon and Skeet does see it, and they each take a step back. And you hear Simon go, fascinating. Seems like maybe it's incomplete. And it want an incomplete goo, if you will.
Oh my god.
And maybe it's trying to complete itself.
Yeah, that's not the thoughts that I'm having right now. Right now, I want something to like just beat it into not being a goo at all anymore. Is there any kind of thing nearby that I could pick up and like
Luck roll.
attack it with?
Luck roll.
Yeah, I'm good at those.
I'm gonna have a little mini freak out. An incomplete me is reaching out like a zombie hand to my ankles. Oh, you can fuck right off.
Ow, my ankle.
64 out of 62.
Yep.
Damn you and your machete. I'd have more than that.
Fucking, that had nothing to do with me, you tit. You threw the machete at my ass.
You do not notice anything in your general vicinity that you can use to beat the incomplete goo in the likeness of you.
Okay, I'm running back to in the other direction.
Okay, so Simon and Skeet go with you, and you get back to that other, the room you came from, and Simon just starts continuing on down the east passage. That was the west passage. Yeah, we can. Well, once again, we can file this away and then deal with this later. Yeah.
File it away. Yeah.
Well, I mean, unless there's something else you.
I mean,
We should probably get some samples of these goo. Do you have any vials or anything on you?
I just put down the incomplete goo in the likeness of you will likely be the name of that episode.
sweet lord.
Yeah, Althea, do you have any vials?
I do have some vials.
Oh,
I
good.
do.
Let's take some out and get some samples.
They are already full of something, I think.
What?
I'll pull it out of the jacket.
cigarette case?
Yep.
And the gold cigarette case, and you flip it up. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh. And he randomly takes out a vial. Remember, only one of the vials, like they all had goo.
Yeah.
One of the vials had like something
else
mixed into it that you couldn't pick out. Mm-hmm. So there is a 25% chance he will randomly pick out that one.
Okay.
So a 1 to a 25. A 15%.
Oh, God.
He picks out the one with something else.
It's probably somebody's skin.
All right, boss fight. Here we go.
That's like the nicest
in
thing
it.
it could be.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. He takes the vial and he's like, oh, and he looks at it. I need to roll his check now because you had rolled a check looking at it, so he needs to roll a check. A 19%.
Okay.
I'm not going to say what the check was, but he definitely has more than 19. He's like, oh, there seems to be some kind of like residue, like looks a little bit like blood mixed in with it. Oh. And he sort of has the vial in his hand and he's just sort of like looking at it. And he's just looking at you. And he's like, I wonder if this is somebody specific. I wonder if you take this and put it on your face or something, maybe it could make you look different.
Do it.
We could know who this is or something. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some stuff like this before, but not this specifically.
You got a party pocket polymorph?
No.
There's your name of your episode right there. Polly
right.
Pocket Polymorph.
Save that one for a later
Yeah.
episode. I think it'll come up again.
I know we're getting to certain points in the arc now where stuff gets a little bit crazy. He's like, I don't know though. I mean, I could be completely off base, but it seems like somebody's blood, but is mixed in with this for some reason. I have no idea why.
Oh, don't make me do it. Janessa, don't make her do it.
No. Will she make her do it?
Oh, God, she wants to.
Make Simon do it.
Oh, looks like she's gonna.
Simon's too smart for that.
Don't forget, you're still now down in these catacombs.
I know, but I'm already, just, how much weirder can it get right now for me?
Don't say that.
Pretty fine.
Why would you say it?
Okay.
Have you met me?
Have you been seeing what's happening?
Okay.
I just throw it out there. You don't need to do anything right now. If you
Yeah.
don't want to.
So we don't have any empty vials. They're all full.
No. Yeah. They're all.
Let's just, I'll take the vial, I'll put it from him, and I'll put it back in the case, and put it back in the coat, and be like, Let's just go.
Yes, we need to research this further. We should probably try to get out of here, though. It's a bit of a maze down here. As he starts walking down another area.
How have I been still letting you into my house? And I'll like walk after him.
What do you mean letting me? You've agreed to let this be the new New England Center of Antiquities. You said we could set up shop here. We have an agreement.
Does that sound like something I would say? No.
You want me to pull up the...
No,
You said
no.
it was okay to have a satellite New England Center of Antiquities here? Well, maybe not in the main house, but we'll find a larger structure around the yards somewhere and set up, or maybe in a part of the house you don't use. But what have I done to make you feel like I shouldn't be here? I've been only forthright with you. It's just that there's certain things that, I mean, honestly, like, need to know basis. Sorry.
Simon, my life has been falling apart around me for this past week, and you think I'm still on a need-to-know basis? We're under my house.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean about this. I can't just overwhelm you with... Listen, I have a lot of information about a lot of different things, and I need to compartmentalize what you all need to know at any given moment so you are not frozen in place with not being able to deal with it. Maybe a little bit at it, and he seems to be getting like a little bit worked up. I can only give you a little bit at a time, or you're going to go insane. Alistair's much better at talking about this stuff. We should probably just go try to save him.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea.
Because I was getting angry.
Yeah, let's go this way.
That might be a good idea.
Hmm?
All right, let's just lead the frickin' way.
So, walking through these catacomb-like structures.
Wait, hang on a sec. Can I ask a quick random question? And maybe you're getting to this and it's a stupid thing for me to ask. And maybe I shouldn't ask it because I'm not there. But I'm curious. Is Simon starting to get, like, damage?
Damage? I don't understand.
Like a wrist injury or a head injury?
Oh, that's a fair question, which she wouldn't think of to ask because she doesn't know you're...
Okay. I shouldn't... I don't know.
But that is true. You guys are connected. It's just how that connection manifests itself.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Clearly his head hasn't started bleeding or stuff like that.
My worry is that if he dies, I'm fucked, so, you know.
Yeah, we're not really sure what's going to happen then.
Great.
I mean, I don't know.
It'll be an anticlimactic ending for Amos.
Yeah, he's just walking down the street and he just
Falls over.
Next time if I have a question like that, I'll write you a note or something.
No, it's all good. It's
yeah.
a fair question.
Okay.
It's a fair question.
All right.
I need you and Skeet and Simon to all roll a willpower check.
Oh, Christ.
And the willpower check is to see... Now, before... Let me finish before you roll. The willpower check is to see 2 out of 3 of you need to succeed. And if that happens, something else happens. If not, you keep wandering. And now you could roll.
Okay.
Okay. What did you get?
31 out of 80, which is a hard success.
Okay. Nice. Simon failed.
Oh, God.
Willpower roll. Skeet, on the other hand, did not fail. So 2 out of 3. So for another 5 or 10 minutes, instead, no, 25, 30 minutes. No, for another 5 or 10 minutes, you're wandering around. And it's just this maze of corridors. Every last room looks like the room before it. But because, there's no real disorientation like the first time, where you had that panic and you got disoriented and you couldn't recall anything. And you come to what appears to be a room that looks like any other, except there is a ladder leading up to the middle, and it looks to be leading up to some kind of trap door.
Okay.
Now, the whole area seems to be made out of stone, but the trap door seems to be made out of wood.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And there seems to be like this rusty
Okay.
ladder. You notice that there is no goo on this ladder.
Okay.
And you recall there was no goo on the iron gate as well when you originally went down here,
Okay.
right? There is no goo on this,
Oh.
right? But the goo is all around
Okay.
the walls and everything else. And you can see a trapdoor up there, and Simon sort of looks at you and is like, oh. Well, I mean, that's the only thing we've came across in the last half hour, pretty much, to where we could go.
Okay, it can't possibly be worse than going back.
Well, it could be.
Let's just not dwell on that right now, and let's just see where it goes.
Okay.
You're in the basement of this Silver Twilight Lodge.
Yeah, this will be the one place where a trapdoor that's up leads somewhere down, farther.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come
Okay.
on now, that's craziness.
Yeah, this
You-
would be the only place.
You being the PC in this situation,
Yeah.
who's going up first?
I will. I'll go up first.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. So you
Oh my god.
start going up
Yep.
the ladder. You get up to like this trap door area.
Can I hear anything from the other side?
Make a listen check.
Okay. 8% out of 21.
Do you have a tick and listen?
I do now.
As you're listening at the door, you heard. You don't hear very much, but you do hear like birds off in the distance. You feel it leads outdoors.
Okay.
Is what it seems to you. You feel like it leads.
Okay.
You know, I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of wind and stuff like that. Like it
Okay.
right?
I'll try opening the door.
Okay, so you put your hand up to like there's a rung. It doesn't look to be like it can be locked or anything,
God,
but you pick the rung and you lift it up. And as you're looking up, just out of this trap door, you look up and you can sort of just see the sky, like straight up. You can just not let me.
Yeah, I know.
You can just sort of see the sky, and it looks like you're like in the. You're not sure where you are because you're still just looking up, so you can't see peripheral around you, but you can just see like right up into the sky, and it seems to be nighttime. Like it's getting, its sun is pretty much gone down. What would you like to do?
I'll stick my head up out of the trap door and expect that I'm going to be in a place that I don't like to talk about.
Yeah, very accurate. As you
Nice.
seem to be inside the hedge maze.
Nice.
Like, does it look like I'm in
the
the center?
center of the hedge maze.
Oh god!
Right?
Okay.
Well done.
Okay,
In the
so
center of the hedge maze. So let me
Yep.
finish describing. So as you pull it up, it just seems to be a door on the ground. You do notice that in the center there seems to be some kind of altar. Like there seems to be a stone slab on like two other stone slabs. You know what I mean? Like a fairly large altar of some type. And other than that, it seems to be the center has seems to be like 40 feet. It's a circular, and there seems to be one entrance coming in. You know what I mean? And it looks to be like a stone slab there. What else? It seems to be stained somewhat. You're not sure. Maybe weathered is the better term. And right in front, like as you the trap door is around 5 feet off of that. And as you look at the ground, you can see. What appears to be like grooves cut into the ground in the shape, like in like a ritual circle, and there's plants that are this yellowish type of color that are specifically growing out of those grooves, so it's creating like a symbol.
like you could see it from above if you
Like
were
you
out.
could see it from above in
Oh,
the
yeah.
sky. Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, I'm going to climb up out of the trap door,
Sure.
and I'm going to stand there going, oh, no.
And then Skeet comes up. Oh, miss. Looks like we're in the hedge maze.
I think you're right, Skeet. I think we are in the hedge maze.
What's that for? As he's pointing over at the stone table.
I'm sure it's just decorative. Probably. Just, we need to focus on finding a way out of here because I don't know how to get out of here.
Okay, and then Simon comes up, because, I mean, it doesn't take long to climb up the ladder. And Simon sort of looks around for a second. He's like, oh. Hedge maze, huh? I guess we can start working our way out. How do we get out of here? As he says it to you, because it's your hedge maze. I
don't actually know.
Oh, is it one of those ones that keeps changing?
I don't know. I have spent very little time in this hedge maze. I really only came in here once when I was a child.
Well, I guess we can just start working our way out then. Like, I mean, what else are we gonna do? Like...
Yeah. Okay.
You notice that the hedge is around 8 feet high, these hedges. Right? So it's not like you can get on your tippy toes. You have to go up. They look fairly solid, though.
Yeah.
And Skeet says, well, miss, I can just lift myself up and see if I can see.
Sure, if you think that you can.
Okay. And Skeet goes over to one of the sides, and he sort of, like, he jumps up a little bit and puts his hand there. And it's almost like solid, like it's really thick. Right? And he sort of, even though it moves a little bit, it's like really solid. He sort of pulls himself up. And then he almost immediately, as he looks, he almost immediately like drops himself to the ground. And he looks back and he's like, "Yeah, that's it's a bit dark out, miss. So it's a bit dark out, miss. I don't know. We're probably just gonna have to, follow our way out. It's just a bit dark. It's hard
Skeet?
Yeah, it's a bit dark out, miss. We can't really see the way. It just seems to go on and on and on. And I mean, it's just probably the perspective. Can't even see the house. So we'll probably just work our way out somewhere."
Oh,
You
God.
did this to yourself.
Oh, God.
You did this to yourself.
Okay.
Not wrong.
Okay.
So candid.
All right. I guess we're walking.
Okay, and you start walking. As I'm going to go to Agatha and Marion.
Oh, no.
Hopefully I described that well enough. I find it hard to... Yeah.
I'm sure it's good.
Who were in the cab ride and just arrives at the mansion on the hill.
Yep.
Althea's grand mansion. And you pull up to the entrance and hop out. The sun has gone down now, so it is technically nighttime.
I'm going to hurry into the lobby. Are there any staff around?
Yes, there are. I need you to roll me a D. Give me a second here. Let me get my list.
That's a weird die.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roll me a D10 and re-roll 10s.
1.
It is Bob.
What? Nice.
Staff member Bob. He's a little bit of an older gentleman. He seems to be sweeping up
Okay.
in the foyer. Yes, Miss Collins.
Bob, has I forget what has Mr. Milton arrived?
No, miss. We haven't seen Mr. Milton, no.
Okay, and does Althea, do you know where she is?
No, not really. Although, a little while ago, Delilah did mention to me that there's some kind of secret passageway in the father's study.
Yes.
I told her to avoid it. I mean, with these good years, you don't go hitting any secret passages.
I agree.
Yeah. Cadbury frowns on that.
Has that come up often?
Every now and then, miss. It's a bit of a, weird house. But, I mean, pay's good. At least lately since we got a raise. Maybe she'll think about giving us another raise. Who knows?
Might have to.
I have to?
I might have to.
If you're not fucking dead.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you for that. We'll look for her as soon as we can.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm assuming she's just gone down to some secret place or something, or a side room, or who knows.
I'm sure there are any number of those.
Yeah, rats in the walls and such. Big place like this, big estate.
As this is happening,
You're
I
there too.
actually booked
probably past you calling out for Cadbury.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
okay, fair enough. So as you're talking to Bob, you so that's in like the main entrance and like the
Yeah.
foyer. You sort of walk down the hallway a little bit, calling out for Cadbury, and it's quite quick. Cadbury actually comes out of the BBR, the breakfast ballroom.
Oh my god.
And he sort of walks out, fairly tall, a little bit of a comb over, looks a little bit like John Cleese.
John Cleese.
I can't do accents at all, really. Everyone who listens to this knows.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine.
And he gives you raven noises.
Raven noises.
Ooh, I gotta break that down. No, I just joking. Yes, Ms. Bernhardt. Ms. Bernhardt.
Ms. Yeah.
Where's
Was that a thing
Ms.?
in the 20s? Was that a thing, Ms?
It is now, I guess.
Sweet.
It would
Do
have
it.
been. It would have been
Or
proper.
Lady Bernhardt. I don't know.
I'm not wealthy, so no, it wouldn't have been lady. But
Yeah, he just says Ms.
Yeah.
He says Agatha. Okay,
Okay.
let's get that. You're on a first name basis now.
oh,
I mean,
after all the
really we
shit
would
we've
be.
gone through, absolutely.
Oh, Agatha.
Have you seen Althea?
No.
We were told that she was in the study and there was something about stairs, a secret passage.
You see his eyes go a little bit wide. Passage in Gordon. Your father's name is Gordon, I'm asking?
I think that's what I had down.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm pretty sure it is,
In Gordon's study? Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, I haven't heard about that yet, but then again, I've been sort of taking care of just regular functioning of the house. I can bring you to the study if you want. We can take a look.
That would be excellent.
Okay,
I'm gonna catch up at this point.
well, yeah, and just as they continue toward the study, you finish talking to Bob and you follow Cadbury.
Right before I finish talking to Bob, I'm just gonna mention if Amos does come back, just let him know we're searching for Althea.
He will never come back.
But I
If he
don't know
comes back.
Okay. So
Optimism.
Cadbury brings you to the study, and what you can see is, like I said, there's all these bookcases. There's a really nice desk there. And one of the bookcases seems to have slid out, and you can see a groove in the floor where it sort of comes out, and there seems to be a spiral stone staircase heading down, and Cadbury goes up to it, and he sort of sticks his head in, and he just looks down, and he's like, oh.
Have you seen this before?
No, but there's always something around this place. Do you think Althea went down there?
That's my
I mean, I
worry.
know she did. We all know she did.
That's a very good answer.
Yeah.
But you said this is not uncommon.
No, there's the old estates like this, especially one that was built by a guy like her grandfather. Has a lot of little secret nooks and crannies and hidden staircases and hidden rooms, and I mean, this is a massive estate, right? This is a massive estate. It's just.
Do you have an inkling as to where this leads to? Is there another way out? Like,
By all accounts, she went down here a few hours ago.
Well, I guess the only way to find out is to go down and check.
All right.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm just gonna go grab a flashlight or something so we can head on down.
I pull my flashlight out of my bag.
Oh, okay, you got one. That's good.
Jesus.
Will we need anything else?
my Lee Enfield Mark III.
Yes.
Yes.
Go get
You
her.
need Kathleen.
I need Kathleen.
Go
yes.
get Kathleen.
I'm gonna run.
It's probably in your room, I'm gonna guess.
I think
Or in
it was
the-
in the car. It was in the Packard because remember all of you were like, you're not taking it out into the street to spy on the Silver Twilight Lodge.
Yes.
So
that is correct.
Yeah, it's probably in the car. Never mind. Can I look around to see if there's anything like a bludgeoning weapon, something to bludgeon?
Well, you can either head
Like a
out to the
fireplace
garage,
poker?
to the Packard,
Yeah.
or actually, you recall actually seeing the Packard Twin Six when the cab pulled up,
Okay, I'm gonna.
and it was out in front.
Okay.
So you could run to there, or you could roll a luck roll to see if you could find a. Well, roll me a luck roll anyway, because you did mention it.
59 out of 75.
Yeah, so you do see, even though there isn't a fireplace in here, you see one of those little holders, and there's a
Yes!
poker. There's
I'm gonna grab the
with
poker.
with the hook on the end and the.
Yep.
Right?
I'm gonna grab the poker instead of running to the car.
Yeah,
because-
so you have the poker.
Fantastic.
Okay, and then Cadbury is back by this time with the flashlights?
Well, Cadbury didn't leave
Oh, okay.
because Marion said she already had one.
Oh,
Right? And she
oh.
pulled out the small flashlight.
Okay. Then I guess we're gonna start heading down.
All right.
Okay, and you start down over the stairs.
Is Cadbury coming with us?
Yes.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Yes.
As we're going, I'm going to. I'm just going to say, Cadbury, what do you mean a man like Althea's grandfather? What was he like?
Don't really. Enigmatic.
Did you work here when he was the owner?
Can you roll me a persuade roll?
Yes.
She is very persuasive.
I am actually pretty persuasive. Oh, 44 out of 43. I'm going to burn a luck. Because
It's getting to that point, boys and girls.
I don't
gonna
have a
die
lot of
anyway,
luck.
use it or
I don't
lose
have
it.
any. Why not? And also, I don't have a ticket or anything yet. I don't get a tick if I lose the luck.
No,
point.
I said that's okay. No, I said it's okay.
Oh, okay.
You can get a tick because, I mean, it's the joy of increasing certain things. I'm fine.
You're not here to
So-
crush our joys?
Not here to crush your joys just yet. I'm just hoping to be able to do this correctly with all the rust I have to make sure I do this right. So Cadbury sort of looks at you for a second, and you feel that it's only because it's you asking. Is what it feels like. Is because, you know, and he's just like, well, I mean, I was quite young,
I would imagine.
but no, he seemed like a.
But he lived to be quite old.
Yeah, but he always seemed to be old to me. I was a child. Yeah, and you do realize, like, we're talking, Cadbury looks to be 50s, right? And he's like, he was, I mean, me and Gordon just used to hang, play around and stuff like that. It just felt like I was part of the family.
Yeah.
He took care of us and stuff like that. But as kids, we didn't get to see a lot. Was on the go. But I mean, this was a great place to grow up. There was always nooks and crannies and places that you could get into, and all the trouble that you could get into and stuff like that. But and this is as you're going down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
But in before he went missing. Before he went missing, it just seemed he was becoming more and more secretive, and there was weird people in and out of the house and stuff like that, and it was a weird time for that period of time. But no, yeah, he believes everything he's saying. Like, seemed nice taken care of, but in the last year or so, a couple of years before he disappeared.
Weird people. How? Like they were unkind to you. They were.
Well,
the
it was
things
just-
they were doing, or more the way they were.
Well, it was
they
just
would
a-
behave around other people.
Yeah, it was just a lot of people in and out of the house. Like, I don't really. He needs to roll a check or something. Now that you mention it, I mean, there was always, like, whenever us kids were around, there were always hushed tones and stuff like that, and sometimes Aloysius would get some of the staff to take us away when certain people were coming over and stuff, so it always felt like there was something wrong or something weird happening. But I remember as a child sneaking a peek at one of the doors of my room and seeing like somebody walk by wearing these weird robes
Oh.
and a weird mask, and it just scared me. It was just like stuff like that.
Hold on a moment. Before we go any further, I'm gonna open my bag and pull out one of the masks and say, "Is it?"
Sanity check for Cadbury.
I was gonna say this is about to be a bad. This is about to be a bad.
Sorry, Cadbury.
Poor bastard.
you roll me a d10, Marion?
Oh no. 6.
Cadbury is having a mental break.
I'm so sorry, Cadbury. Go.
Of all people to do this, it's you.
The one good influence in my life, man. Ah,
You, him, or Marion?
Cadbury.
Yeah, but Marion's also usually pretty good too, and look what she's done.
Yeah, she never wants to drink anything.
Stumble into things.
She doesn't inject me with drugs.
Are we talking
every
about you
6
or
months.
Marion?
Both. I stumble into things literally. Marion stumbles into things metaphorically.
I see.
Yeah. So basically, as you show him the mask, he gets this deep fear in his eyes, and we need to find Althea right away. And he starts hurrying down the stairs.
I shove it back in my bag and I run after him.
I'm also running
Yeah.
with the
You're-
group.
with the poker.
Yeah, with the
And
poker.
beat him over the head.
Cadbury, what is it? What does it mean?
And he's just ignoring you.
Okay.
Like he's only focused on one thing. And the thing, psychoanalysis from
Yeah, so
Agatha.
one-
And you could actually roll one as well. I don't. If you don't have the skill.
I don't have any psychology.
No, psychoanalysis.
I'll roll it anyway. See if I get a 1.
34 out of 73, and that's also
Hard success?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard success.
Do you have a tick in psychoanalysis?
Yes, from the last time.
Yeah, I mean, you're making use of some skills. Making use of some skills. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. You realize right away that he is having. How do I put it? He can only focus on finding out.
He's hyperfixating?
Yeah, hyperfixating, frantic, really quick. But because of it, some things may happen which are a little bit strange, and we'll see how that plays out. As instead of taking the 10, 15 minutes, whatever it is, to go down these stairs, you seem to go down into this black stoned room. Remember I mentioned this before, mostly in regards to Althea. Now, of course, Agatha and Marion, you've never seen anything like this before. And you notice that the door is closed, and you see Cadbury immediately reach forward and grab the door, and then your flashlight goes out, and then I need willpower rolls.
Oh no!
We're not even gonna make it to the lodge.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Well done.
Not bad. 59 out of 65.
17 out of 70.
Okay. So what happens is the light goes out, and you seem a little bit shocked. And then almost immediately, you hear the sound of a door opening. And almost immediately after the door opens, you hear the sound of a lever being pulled. Immediately, Cadbury opens up the door, knows exactly where the lever is, and pulls the lever. You know what I mean with the timeline? Now the people who aren't there are having a little bit of a freak out. Looking at Amos and Althea.
I'm not surprised, really.
And you hear the drone of electricity
Yep.
as these lights come on.
God damn it.
And as you look through the door, you see, like an auditorium, and there's a stage, like a theater down here, with 2 doors, stage left and stage right.
Which is on house right and house left, respectively.
Oh, God.
You're not the stage manager anymore.
Still doesn't mean I hadn't done it for a while.
It's true.
And yeah, you can see that the curtains are closed on the stage. And the door from your perspective on the right, or stage left, or house right,
Nicely done. Nicely done.
is closed. But the door on the left, which is stage right or house left, am I getting this right?
You are completely nailing this.
Is slightly ajar.
The door is ajar.
But I wanted it to be a door.
Quick question. Are the curtains yellow?
The curtains... Ooh. Give me a second.
If they're not yellow, it doesn't really matter what color they are.
I think they are slightly yellowish in color. But
Gold?
yeah, like a gold. I'm going to go with the gold. Continuity. If it was a different color before, it is now slightly gold. and
That's where weird shit happens.
Or, I mean, it could be not continuity. They could have been a different color before, and now they're gold. I don't know. I've never been here before.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, they are like a slightly gold color. Yeah, slightly goldish. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Is my flashlight still out?
Yeah, so soon as the lever gets pulled, but see the lights are on,
Yeah.
you look at your flashlight, and
you're
it's
blind.
shining again.
Oh.
So as soon as so basically as the door was touched, the flashlight went out. As soon as that lever was pulled, not only did the lights come on, the flashlight light came back on.
I'm going to flick it off, look at
Yeah.
it very confusedly, and then put it in my bag.
I have a question. And it's about the theater. I'm sorry to deviate a little bit.
No.
Is it built as if it's going to receive an audience? Like it's got seats
Yeah,
and
it's like-
aisles and entrances?
Well, that's the tricky thing. It has basically there's an aisle that goes down the middle, and on either side there's seats, and it looks like you could seat 100. There's a lot of seats there. It's like in a what's the word? An
Auditorium,
amphitheater type of
yeah.
style where it's sloped down,
Okay.
and there's like rounded, and there's a pile of seats there, and there's like a main aisle. So it isn't three, it's this one aisle coming down from the door. You don't see any other doors in this room.
So just the one that we've entered in, and then of course the one that's
Just the
on
one. Yeah, and
on
then
The two stage sides.
yeah.
Okay.
So when you say the curtains are closed, you mean the curtains at the backmost wall, not the front of the stage? Because we wouldn't be able to see the doors then, right?
No. So how do I? As you're looking down, you can see the stage, which is like 7 feet or something above the seats or whatever. It
Yeah.
is. There's there's the curtains there to the stage. They're closed, and then down at that ground level, there's a door on the right and there's a door on the left. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
So your
I'm following.
mains are closed
Yeah, yeah.
in the proscenium.
Yeah.
Yes.
More theater
I didn't
shows
want to
out
use specific theater terms because nobody knows what the fuck that is.
What?
Yeah. Oh,
Proscenium.
you mean the mains, the proscenium curtains are closed, so these doors they're on the
there. Talking to the
outside.
stage manager.
Yeah, I know what the fuck a proscenium is.
But okay, so
Yeah.
What is
I'm gonna put
Cadbury
my flashlight
doing?
in.
Cadbury is immediately running down.
Follow him.
towards the open.
He is having a hyper. Yeah, he seems to be moving. You don't know which door he's going to go for. One is slightly ajar, which I've already described, and the one is on the right is closed, which is also house right or stage left. Okay.
You work in theater.
We get that.
Yeah, I said you should work in theater. So, you know,
We all know. We're figuring it out. I think I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay. I'll be booking it right behind Cadbury.
Yep.
Okay, and he seems to immediately, as he comes down to the bottom, to turn and head toward the door that's ajar.
Okay.
As we're running though, I am gonna try and get his attention. Like, Cadbury, what is this? Where are we?
He does not.
Yeah, I'm calling out his name.
He does not react.
Okay.
It's just literally, and you can hear him sort of be like, "Gotta find Althea. Gotta find Althea."
Oh fuck! Sorry, I just had an idea. Okay, all right.
An idea of something
Is
you
it-
want to do, because
Is it
No
possible-
idea of something in the future. It's fine.
Is it possible to catch up with him?
oh yeah. What is your movements? I believe.
I'm very fast.
Move
my
rate.
move is 8.
9.
Oh, how are you fast? I thought I was
Actually, you
fastest.
both could catch up with him.
Okay.
Actually, as he's heading to the door, he has a movement of 7, so you both could catch up to him if you want.
From my observations of him, is it clear to me that he recognizes this area? Like he knows his. Like obviously, he pulled the lever.
Yeah.
So he recognizes the.
He
As if
doesn't
there's a
seem
familiarity?
surprised by it.
Oh. Okay.
He just doesn't seem. But I mean, you're only seeing the back of him really as he's bolting forward. And I mean, it's the idea of is when you walk into a room, right? Potentially there's a switch on the wall, right, for power,
No, fair enough.
right? I
So
mean,
there's
it
not
didn't-
a clear
it's-
familiarity.
well, you've never been down here, so you're
Yeah.
not sure. Maybe there's other places.
Beat the
in
sense
house
into
that
him, they
have
can
the
ask
same
him.
setup, like when it comes to big levers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and catch him before he goes to the
Oh, and you
door.
wanna,
And,
stop him?
put my hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, and try and make him stop running.
Cool fighting brawl.
Okay.
Like, you can grab him, but to see if you can stop him.
Yep. 93 out of 25.
Which is a fail.
It is a fail.
He also fails. Well, you both fail, so it doesn't matter. So everything continues the way it would normally be going. So you put your hand on his shoulder. Just as you're putting a hand on your shoulder, it's not that he even fights you off. It's just as he keeps moving, you lose your grip because there is no success to stop him. But there doesn't seem to be a reaction from you touching him.
Oh, okay. Keep following him.
I am also going to keep following him as well because I'm actually now curious as to where this is going to lead to. I'm not even going to stop him because he obviously has something, like, you're not going to be able to stop him.
Yeah,
so,
he seems to be in a,
Yeah. Unless he finds his target, he's going to aim for that target, essentially. Or unless he gets knocked out.
So he runs and he slams open the door. And as you're looking in, you can see a ramp that seems to it goes straight and slightly slopes down around a corner off, and you can but around halfway up, around 5 feet in, there's another ramp that seems to head on up to the stage area. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He continues straight
Oh, okay.
down that slope, like he knows exactly where he's he doesn't even entertain the possibility that Althea would be on the stage, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Fair enough. As he heads around, and once you get to the area where you're like sloping slightly away, you get this like slight ammonia smell, like this like cat piss smell. This smell. I need you both to roll me a spot hidden, please.
27 out of 69.
64 out of 66.
But a ticket spot hidden!
God damn it.
I shouldn't have did it this way because everyone's going to get some high stats, but I mean, we've been playing a while.
Yep.
And he seems to come on up to this stone tunnel, seems to be an old iron gate door, you know what I mean? Your spot hiddens, of course, you notice that there's this weird slime on the walls, like this residue. Okay. And as you're looking at it, it seems to be slightly moving.
Yummy.
Right?
I'm worried
So am I.
because he's going to find a body that looks a lot like someone we know.
It sounds like something you guys should deal with.
Yeah.
As he sort of reaches forward and he opens up the gate, and there's this, he opens up this gate, and you can see in, and it seems like where you've been in the sewers before, but you can see there's the rounded area where runoff can go, and there's like 2 edges, so you can sort of walk along the sides as that goes. And to the right, that seems to continue into a maze-like order of catacombs. But to the left, it seems that it dips down slightly, and there's around a 3-foot diameter hole, and it seems where stuff would run off into, like stuff would run in this direction. Both times that Althea was down here, you didn't pay much attention to that hole. Cadbury goes to that hole,
Oh.
and he sort of looks down. Althea, are you down there?
I pull out my flashlight and I shine it down.
And you can see in the hole itself, there are rungs built into the stone of that runoff that seem to go down even deeper into the darkness, as you can hear the echoing Althea, Althea.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Call. The next episode of The Call will air Tuesday, May 17th, with Spacers, our sci-fi podcast, awaiting for us all to get together again before recording more episodes. Please leave us a review in your podcast app of choice and visit our main website for merch and Ko-fi information. Music and ambient tracks licensed through Triune Films and Artlist. Your players for tonight were Elizabeth Wells, Janessa Coles, Lindsay Delansky, and Zach Barrett. Your audio operator was Rob Hickey, and your GM or Keeper was Derek Snow. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.